Yes, got it. Got it.
11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11. Ooh, we're gonna go right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Ooh, we're gonna go right now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is now 11:12, but it is August 1st, 2021. August 1st, 2021. Can you believe it? Wow. I'm doing my lemon. I'm making my lemon concoction right here on 11:11 with Jenna. It is Sunday morning. Wow. Wow. Hot water's not done yet. Fun hanging out with Gary Lambert last night while he was in the train station. So cool in Connecticut. I think I've taken the train to Connecticut but didn't stop there. And the only other times I've been there I've been on the road. So I've been in a car. So I've never experienced such beauty. Anyway, what's happening? Who's here? Ooh, I didn't even look yet. I'm just sitting here chatting away. Patty Loman, good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm just getting a message from a dear friend in Mexico. She's got a baby. Oh, wow. Just getting word that San Pancho is having another COVID crisis and considering another shutdown. We're having one too, and just when we'd started venturing to restaurants and friends. No new friends yet, but old ones are best. Thank you, Carolyn. San Pancho, get it together, peeps. Do what you need to do. Let me see, am I here? Am I live? I am live, right? I'm looking. Okay. Wow. 5 comments and 1 share already. Lee Cooper. Hi, Marge. Good morning, Melanie Demore. Patty Loman, come move in next door. And better yet, someone else move in downstairs. Let's make it an 11:11 compound. How groovy would that be? Be like, yo, Mel. Mel, what you doing, girl? Oh, hi. Hi. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. Tonight, Poetry Glam. Marge, if you're a poetry girl, come on along and get ready to recite some poetry with a little glam, whatever that means to you. And then tomorrow morning, meandering, and tomorrow night, meditation, and Tuesday morning, we chill, and Tuesday night, Dr. Andrew Rader, acupuncturist and hypnotherapist to the stars. Wednesday morning, we make and bake, and this week, I'm going to do something zucchini-like, I think. Maybe more. I'm going to make waffles today. I need a waffle. I'm hungry. And then Wednesday night, cookies and cocktails. I do know that I have some friends flying in for a gig this weekend, so maybe I can get some of them to be on the show. And then Thursday morning, we'll be chilling, and Thursday night is Conversations with the Creatives. Friday morning is Armando Ortega. Friday night is Display and Share. Speaking of Display and Share, have you seen the latest 5 reasons why you are seeing 11:11? It's a coffee table book created by Dave Love. Oh, and there's Dave Love right there. I open up. There's my alarm. Not sure what that alarm means. But then Saturday morning is One More Saturday Morning with Jeff Metzger, and was going to be the cheese guy, ended up being the mushroom guy. Next weekend, maybe the cheese guy. And then Saturday night, One More Saturday Night with Gary Lambert. And Sunday mornings now takes us to, ladies and gentlemen, my friend and yours, Martinez. What up, Masked Man? Thanks, Dave. Hi there.
Good morning, everybody.
What's happening?
Unmasked here.
Look at you.
Yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit.
You're a
That's it.
totally different person. How long does that take for that to happen?
Probably about 2 weeks, I think.
No,
I get
oh, you
lazy.
mean that, like you get covered like that in 2 weeks?
Well, I mean, the beard comes in pretty thick, and the sides come in thick, but it's always thin up on top.
Wow. But then to shave it all, like do you like do it by section? How does this happen?
Yeah, I mean, by section. I've been cutting my own hair for a while, so and it's just some clippers, and just take it off by section, and then by feel, I can kind of feel where there are patches, and then just hit those areas especially.
And that takes how long? An hour?
Yeah, about an hour, maybe a little less. It depends on how thorough I am the first go.
Must feel really different.
It does, especially in the wintertime. You don't have that extra fur on your face, and so the chill gets in there a little bit deeper.
Are you a hat guy in the winter? Well, have you been there for winter yet? Where you are?
Not yet. Not yet.
Are you a winter guy?
About the only time I've experienced like snow and extreme cold is when I spent some time in my early 20s up in Lake Tahoe, and it was only about maybe a couple months. But,
different kind of snow, brother. Totally different kind of snow.
Yep.
Totally, it's a whole other animal.
We'll see how it goes.
I like that triptych in the background. That's really pretty. Is that a painting or a photo?
That is a painting, I guess, painting/photo. I'm broadcasting from my best friend's bedroom today.
Hi, best friend. Everybody comes.
She's not here, but she says hi. I know she does.
Yeah, I'm making my tea. Hold on one sec. Speaking of making, what did you make this week?
Oh boy, what did I make this week? Gosh, I'm trying to recall. Made a couple breakfast sandwiches, some breakfast potatoes.
I'm hungry.
I know, me too. I haven't had breakfast yet. But gosh, what did I make? I'm trying to recall. It's all just blends in sometimes. I know that while I'm not a big fish guy when it comes to eating it or preparing it, I am going to be taking a stab at preparing one of my ex-wife's favorite meals, which was kasu marinated salmon.
Ooh, yes, please.
Yeah, and kasu is the byproduct of sake.
Yeah.
It's the rice byproduct after they do their whole extraction and fermentation process. Kind of tough to track down real kasu here.
Yeah, easier to do in Berkeley.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, a lot easier. So I found a recipe for substitute kasu that you can kind of put together, and it's like a combination of mirin and unfiltered sake and white miso and sugar, and so I'm going to try and do that with the salmon.
Yum.
See how that works out.
That sounds really good. $11.11 for the rent. No, the rent upstairs is $850 and the downstairs is $1,400. But it's right by the lake and it's a really nice apartment. They're both really nice.
It's down by the beach.
It's actually above on the bluff, so you don't have to hear everybody going la 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 la. It's nice.
How do they go? What do they sound like?
La 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 la.
Sorry, my volume. How did it go?
Yesterday I was having that problem, but now I'm from now on when I go out on the road, I wear my earbuds and then I can hear the person that I'm talking to because I couldn't hear Jeff yesterday morning. But I'm back in the studio right now in the
I
kitchen.
caught a excuse me. I caught a little bit of that yesterday morning.
Jeff, oh, the mushroom guy and the cheese guy. Telling you, Alex, I could spend $100 in about 7 minutes, not even 11, like 7 minutes at the market just buying mushrooms and cheese.
Right, I get it.
Because the cheese guy's like that. I'll go, oh, I want some of that, and I always want like this much, and he'll go, okay, and I know, okay, and then he goes, $47, please. I'm like, okay, here's my credit card.
That's good. Thank you.
But I bought some mushrooms, and I'm excited to mess around with some of them today.
Good.
Yeah. Do you wake up and make breakfast? Like, is that,
Yeah. Yeah, I get up. The woman that I'm caretaking for, she's going through some health issues at the moment, and so try and keep her kind of on an even keel. Caretaking is a challenge. Meal planning is a challenge, but we're coping. We're dealing with it.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
understand.
I definitely hit the ground running in the morning. I get her coffee, um, and she has a wide range of tastes, which is great. She likes almost everything I cook, which is awesome as
Is there anything she does not?
well.
Like, have you made
Mushrooms,
something and she's like, I don't think I need this one again.
mushrooms, she does not do. Some shellfish, she has an allergy to. Uh, no nuts, stuff like that. But outside of that, she loves a lot of garlic, loves a lot of onion. So already it's a win-win for me because
Yum.
that goes in almost everything I cook.
So I'm sorry, Lee Cooper is sad that you didn't shave on the air.
Yeah, my new best friend Lee Cooper. We've been since we've met on the show, and then we've connected on Messenger and Facebook, and we've been trading memes and jokes in the past week or so.
Yeah.
And yeah,
He wrote you a haiku.
oh, he wrote me a haiku. Nice. What is it?
Yeah, he said, Alex, you are wrong. Stop eating special brownies. Get your facts correct.
Thank you, Lee. That was an amazing haiku. I appreciate
Friended
it.
me on Facebook and we have been chatting. That's what he just said also. You guys. Did you make brownies this week? Did you make anything cannabinated?
No, I've since I made that one batch, I made the baklava.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that because Joe is far and few between for me out here, the batch of butter that I made, I'm just cutting slivers on toast for her.
Oh,
We're
that's
just
right.
going to
'Cause she
reserve
likes that. She put that on some
Yeah.
toast for her.
Oh yeah. And so we're just going to reserve that batch of butter for that purpose, and that way we can make it last long. And her chemo treatments, hopefully, we'll be able to stretch out the dosage and keep her happy.
How much, like, you choose different strains to work with the butter? First off.
Yeah, I mean, I have an issue with sativa dominant strains. When I eat them, it causes cramping in my joints, in my hands, in my knees, and kind of issues.
Can I
And
ask
so I
you to
thought,
do me a favor? Can you
yeah,
can you turn off and come back and see if we can get the sound better? It's kind of doing this wavy thing, and I keep thinking
okay,
it's going to stop, but I don't know if it's going to, and I'd rather just start over and check.
sure, sure. Let me do that.
Okay, we'll be right
All right,
back.
I'll leave it up. Okay.
We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. My tea is too hot to drink. I can't drink my tea, but what are you drinking? I'm curious. Anybody have any fun plans for the day, eating for the day, making food? What's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to. Sorry, I have to go. I will watch the rest later. Bye, all, and have a lovely Sunday. See you, Patty. Excited to see you next week. I can't do the brownies. I don't do that. I don't do that stuff. It makes me too. But I totally respect it, and I've worked with people where it has done amazing, amazing healing properties for. So I'm down with it. Mama Grace in the house. What's up? We had a good time last night, hanging outside. Need to get some more outdoor candles. We had fun with the candles. We have little mosquito bracelets. Put them on my ring. It was just another haiku in honor of Alex. Another one? You did another one? I missed it. Oh, I think you missed one. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do it again. Alex Martinez. Thanks, Dave. What is your name on Zoom?
Baldy McNo Harrison.
Baldy McNo Harrison.
Is that better?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
It starts to get a little wavy, as a friend of mine says, wavy. So, what else is going on?
Nothing really.
Are
Just
you a video? You a Netflix watcher or any other subscription?
I do watch my share of Netflix and other other apps. I got turned on to uh, RuPaul's Drag Race
Oh,
about 4 years ago. I was really late to the party, and a former roommate of mine, a former coworker at Berkeley Patients Group, turned me on to it, and he had been encouraging me to watch it. And I'm not really a competition show fan, but I gave it a shot, and I just fell in love with it. It's just
so
and
creative.
not only the characters are so just flamboyant and colorful, and it's drama filled, which is awesome, and and the art of drag is just amazing. I'm uh, my friend, he's a drag king, and I had been to a couple drag king shows um, live, and it was amazing. It was great. Just the effort and the detail that they
Unbelievable.
take just to put on that type of show is amazing. And so just it's a great show. I binge watched like 12 seasons in the span of like 5 months, and then continued to rewatch all the other content.
How fun. Yeah. Where is it on Netflix?
Um, it is on. I think it's going to be on Paramount Plus now. Right now, they do two types of shows in the U.S. They do the regular Drag Race, and then they do an All Stars, which is all the former contestants select
group of former contestants come back. So they just completed season 13, I think, of Drag Race, and then they are in the middle of season 6 of All Stars. So, and then it's branched off a UK version, a Holland version, Thai, Spain. They're going to launch a Filipino version as well. So
And
it's
I have
global.
to say,
It's worldwide.
when I was in my early 20s, I was hanging out with, well, Sylvester, people from that world, Sylvester's singers, a guy named Mojo, or Arnold Elzy. And we used to go to, now I can't think of the name of the bar, in the city, off of Leavenworth, and it was a drag bar. I mean, it was like trans drag bar in the city. And I got so many fashion tips, and I would learn, and the Filipino drags are like the queens.
Yeah.
Lovely, beautiful, like I need to go hang out with them now and, you know, get a bump up on what to do next.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
and then when I worked at Enrico's, there was a club upstairs, and I can see the name. My brain's not functioning yet for some reason today, but I'm all good. But I love RuPaul. I think I have great respect, absolute respect.
Yeah.
My mom.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, please, go ahead.
No,
No, please. After you. No, after you. No,
You're
after
my
you.
guest. RuPaul.
Your mom saying your mom. You saying your mom, what was it again?
Oh,
I'm interested.
she watched The Undoing on HBO Max
The Undoing.
with Hugh Grant.
Oh, yes. I did see that. I don't want to spoil it, but I called it right from the beginning. It was so easy.
Well, it seemed like the easy. But then I thought that'd be too easy. Why would that be?
Right. It would be too obvious. And then they spent so much time building the alibi, you know, for the person who ultimately did it, you know. And so it was like, okay, thanks, HBO. I could have watched the first episode, then the last episode, and I would have been good.
Yeah, it could have been a 2-hour movie.
Right.
But then I wouldn't
thank
be
you,
able
Lee.
to watch her walk through Manhattan at 2 in the morning in her lovely coats and capes.
Right.
And
thank you, Lee, for the haikus.
Yeah, he wrote you a second haiku.
Nice. I read them. They're awesome. I myself, I think it was probably late 2000s. My friend had started a blog of haikus, just random haikus we would write, and we called it the Haikuza Nostra.
Haikuza Nostra.
We had merchandise and everything, and we were fans of ourselves, and that was about it.
So do you still have the haikus?
I don't, but I took inspiration from Lee's input last Sunday, and I wrote a few over this past week. That I don't know if you're interested in hearing them. I know it's not poetry night, but I'm asleep at 11 at night, so.
Go for it. You're the guest. You can.
All right. So my haikus tend to be more humorous. I try and bring the humor and irreverence to it. So they're a little strange, but they do follow the rule though. So the first haiku is called the Paiku. And the Paiku goes, patty cake. Baker's man bakes a damn pie. It should be patty pie. My first one. I wrote another one called Dye-Ku, D-Y-E, Ku, and then, why are my towels pink? Like some damn red sock in the wash. I know, they're really cheesy, they're really bad, they're really goofy. I did one called Wi-Fi-Ku. Wi-Fi-Ku. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Wi-Fi password. And also the combination to my luggage. Baseball's reference in there for those who like baseballs. Anyway, there was just some fun ones I wrote. But what I did, I have a friend on Facebook. She was one of my former employers back at Berkeley Patients Group. She writes these amazing short Facebook updates that are like stories, and they're just life experiences for her, but they're just so eloquently written, and it's just intriguing, and I'm enthralled. Her name is Becky. I added her to the 1111 group last night, but she recently wrote a one of her entries regarding a bat that had gotten into her home, and it started out with an unintentional rhyme that I complimented her on, and then I took inspiration from that unintentional rhyme and translated her experience into a full-on poem. And so I wanted to, if that's okay, I wanted to share what I wrote and then the subsequent poem that I wrote for her experience, if that's all right. Oh, God, no, please. No, don't do it.
Don't do what?
Oh, don't do reading the stories, but I'm going to read them. How's the audio? Is the audio okay?
Kind of going in and out, but I can hear everything. I think it might be your microphone, because if you read it when you're down, where's the microphone?
They're on the headphones.
Okay, all right.
So if I read it up, it's a better than down like this.
I don't know what it is. There's just like a short in it somewhere. We can hear you.
Okay. So I'm going to start with what she wrote. Okay. And please just raise your hand if my audio goes funky. Okay. So she starts. Last night I was laying on the couch reading before bed. A large moth flew overhead. That is a very large moth, I thought, idly turning a page. Large moth flew back overhead the other way. It cast a shadow on the page of my book. At floor level, a three-cat stampede followed it across the room. Eyes up, emitting feline cries. Finished the paragraph, carefully set the book down, looked up and around for the large moth. Large brown was clinging to the curtains. It launched itself back across the room. There's most definitely a bat loose in this house. The three cats charged over my body in hot pursuit as I grabbed my phone and texted Chad something very much like, "Bat, here, come, now, cats, ah!" 15 minutes of hilarity ensued. Upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, Chad pointing out that trajectory, cats stampeding, me flailing about ineffectually with the box tops of two different jigsaw puzzles. Several Bet came to rest on the wall just out of reach of the Greek chorus of cats chirping up at it. to scoop it up into the mismatched puzzle box tops. We went outside. I peeked very quickly and was greeted by a sweet little brown bat face, peering up at me with well-deserved suspicion. No white smudgy on the nose, thank goodness. A chunky, vigorous, freaked-out sweetheart. I turned the box aside, and Mothbat crawled out onto the railing, giving me some serious side eye. Then, in one smooth movement, cocked its head the other way, spread its wings, and swooped off into the darkness between the trees over the lake. It's very beautiful she did.
It's really what it's like when those bats appear. They're so cute.
Yeah. And I mean, and just the way that she formed it, it's just, it's a great example of her musings and her writings. And like I said, I called her out on the unintentional rhyme at the beginning, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't realize." And then I was like, "Well, I feel like it needs to be a rhyme throughout the whole thing." And so I took her story and I wrote the poem. I wrote this poem. So, it starts out with the same two stanzas about the large moth flying overhead and she reading her book. So I took over from that point. It casts a shadow across the page of my book. The cats on the floor just happened to look. I finished the paragraph and set the book down as the stampeding felines started darting around. A froggish moth? Its wings like a big, brown, and veiny hanging there on the drape. Not a moth, nor a bird, not a goose or a grouse. Oh shit, there's definitely a bat loose in this house. My torso was overrun by 3 worked-up cats, picked up my cell phone, and in it I screamed, "Bats!" I had barely pressed send, and like Sir Galahad, a shining bright name appeared, Chad. By, it seemed like forever. "Where's the bat?" asked Chad. "Over there! No, over there!" I caught the little guy in a box that held puzzle. I would put my left arm right now for 3 cute little cat muzzles. As the cats were meowing, I took Mr. Bat outside. I lifted the top of the box up and I peered inside. Looking back at me was a sweet, fat, batty face, a chunky flying monkey that had just been displaced. I opened the box and I set it down on a rail. He slowly lurched up his tail. He stared at me briefly. His side eye was serious. A leathery wing extended, all dark and mysterious. He flapped it, and then away it did fly, off into the blue-black sky. I imagined him swooping through the warm, humid air, eating small insects, leaving none to spare, and possibly stopping to land on a lily. But honestly, they give me the willies. So that was my inspiration.
I love it. That was great.
Sorry if it got a little cheesy.
Storyteller with your daughter when she was a little girl.
I did. We would make up stories all the time.
That one you could make a book out of that, I think.
Yeah, it's a mix of Dr. Seuss and Mr. Ed.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. Well, anytime you want. Hey, speaking of, what are you doing next Sunday?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm booked at 11:11 in the morning.
Oh, wait. Well, I know that you're asleep at 11. Oh, okay. Your friend is here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Cooper. Thanks, Dave. Hi, Lee. Oh, oh no. You need to unmute. I know what you just said was really funny, but we need to have you on mute, please. Lower left corner, most likely. Next to the video. There's a little microphone that's got a slash through it.
Technology.
We can't hear you. So I can only imagine what you're saying, and I'm kind of. You could.
He is very animated. Here, I'm going to translate.
Hey, Lee,
I
none of
can't
that,
stand
man.
this microphone.
None of that, please. Here, let me do this. Participant. I'm going to ask you to unmute, and you should see that now.
Unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Wow, I can't see myself.
There he is.
What I was saying, Alex, was just be grateful. When's the last time you had a guy write you 3 haikus in 5 minutes?
Well, you know, it's been a while since I've had any guy write me anything.
I know
So.
you're overwhelmed, so you don't have to speak.
Good morning,
No,
Lee.
yeah.
How's it going?
Great. How are you?
Good. I realize I won't have the audience I will tonight. I would have tonight. I have my son tonight, and I don't foresee being up.
He sure is a cutie.
Thank you. Posted a new picture today. So this is on the serious side. And before I got this opportunity, I posted it on your page, and you can delete it if you want, because I didn't think I would be around tonight. Anyway, it's called Captivating Eyes. They see my soul and allow me to know yours. They pierce the darkness as they sparkle with love. They look at me soothingly from the comfort of a knowing and a compassionate smile. Their glistening beauty reflects the tear rolling down my cheek as I gently gaze into them and realize that I am home. The end.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
And then I got one
Nice.
more quickie. It's called Fate.
It's called what?
Fate.
Fate?
F-A-T.
Or fate?
Fate.
Fate.
I was not looking when your eyes met mine. At long last, hearts intertwine. Your laugh energizes me. Your soul subdues me. The spark in your eye ignites a fire in my soul. Mesmerized by your smile, captured by your heart, imprisoned by your glance. I cannot run. Our fates are sealed. I was not searching when love was found. Our minds speak, though from our mouths not a sound. Though the road was rough and the pain at times unbearable, my journey has led me to you, and I would not have chosen any other path. Ta-da!
Are you is this
I
something?
knew that one day I would read those on air.
You do poetry on a regular basis? Is this something?
No, only when it hits me. I've never really, maybe once I've forced a few lines, but just, I don't know, when I was like 14 or 15, my friend died, and I got into bed, pulled up the covers, went to go to sleep, and I couldn't sleep, and I got up, turned on the light, and I wrote a 6-page poem without stopping.
A 6-page.
Yep, to him, yeah, to my friend that died.
That's
And then I'd write my son, well, nothing has come to me, point in case, the last couple of years, but I've written poems to my son on his birthday for the last 5.
He's really something.
I'm sorry?
He's really something. Is he 8?
He's 8, turned 8 the end of March, or towards the end of March. And he's an old soul, I think.
Yeah.
And he and I are we really click.
That's cool. Well, let me do this while you're here because you've never been on this way before. But Lee Cooper.
So,
thank you.
Yeah. Is there anybody else on? Otherwise, nah, that's right. I don't want to put you in.
Yeah,
there's read one of my poems to my son.
Well, Alex and I are there. Alex and Mama Grace and myself and a few other people. There are 5 people here right now. So
well, would you like me to fill up a minute?
Fill up a minute saying what?
Another poem.
Oh, sure, do another poem. But next time you have to do it during Poetry Glam because I might be the only one on Poetry Glam. Oh no, Mama Grace is going to be here tonight on Poetry Glam.
I'll be right back. Let me grab something off the wall.
He did a poem with the theme of eyes, and I actually wrote a haiku. That's an aiku.
You're a funny
that
guy.
I can read. Oh man, I put together like a bunch of them. I had a friend of mine sit and she goes, I need rhymes with high. And she just like threw out pie, chai, die, buy, cry, Wi-Fi. And so she threw out a bunch, and IQ was one that she threw out. And this one was windows to the soul. Without the world is a slate, but not a blank slate.
Nice. Well, this one, since it's just us and just us 1111 folks, this one I actually wrote. It came to me, and I wrote it all with I this, my that, but out of respect to his mom, I changed the I to we and the my to our. Read. This is welcome to the world, our little one, our love, our life, our pride, our son. You touched our lives before your hands had formed. Our worlds are complete now that you've been born. I don't know whether it was us who waited on you, our miracle sight, or you who watched from the heavens until you felt the moment was right. But we thank you for making our dreams come true. We only pray that we are able to do the same in return to you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your world. We hope that life's lessons we can help you unfurl. Our wishes for you for your first New Year's Eve are all-encompassing, yet few. Only that you touch many hearts by being happy and helpful your whole life through.
Beautiful.
Well, you'll definitely have to come read that on an 1111 Poetry Glam sometime. That's
all right. Yeah, if by any chance I'm up tonight, I'll sign in. But
all right. Because Mama Grace heard it, but she had to go watch the rest of her mass, so she's out of there. Sorry.
That's right.
I'm glad you two have connected. It's all about community and connection on 1111 with Jenna. There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
awesome.
I didn't want, I just want you to know he friended me. I'm not monopolizing your audience. Lest you think I'm hijacking them for my own show.
Everyone said that to me in the past. They're like, maybe I'll start a show. I'm like, go for it.
Right.
The more content, the better.
Right. Lee, I would love to read what you wrote for your friend who passed away. If you ever wanted to share, that as well.
On air.
Do you have it?
That'd be too long. And it's definitely not, in my opinion, not anything like some other ones I've written. Again, I was like 14 years old, and it was a rambling 6 pages nonstop or whatever it was.
Lee.
Yeah, I've been looking at it long. No, it's long. Yeah.
For me, what I do after like somebody passes away in my life is somebody taught me this when we lost a mutual friend. Uh, they sit down and they write a story
Mhm.
of their of the last meeting after they pass away, right?
Mm.
Because when anybody dies unexpectedly or dies at a young age or whatever be the case, we all get have questions,
Right.
that we like. Oh, I never got a chance to ask them this, or I never got a chance to tell them this about me and this and that. And so uh, another person who I had known between our mutual friend had passed away unexpectedly. And he shared with me a story that he wrote, fictionalized story of that he was able to talk to her and get out his feelings and ask her the questions. And he knew her well enough that he would know what her response was. And so it was really a beautiful like ode and really cathartic for him. And it's something that I've employed. Unfortunately, I've lost a lot of friends and family
Yep.
between
The
that
older
time
we
and
get,
now.
the more we lose.
Yep. And so it really does help me to process it that way. And I've written a few. The last one I wrote was for a friend who passed away a couple years ago from an auto accident. And it really helps, and
That's
Well, as they say in my tribe, it can't hurt.
Well, I just watched a movie yesterday. I mean, that I'm in the death world. I work in it quite often, and unfortunately, I'm not unfortunately. Fortunately for me, I'm comfortable with it and sing for the dying and actually do my life into death coaching. But there's a really beautiful movie online right now. It's called Our Friend, and I just posted the IMDb link to it, and it's on HBO, I think. It's called
HBO.
Our Friend. It's quite
okay.
powerful, and it's about a woman going through a horrible time with her cancer, and it's not it's not for the light-hearted comic. It's not a rom-com, but it's a beautiful story, and it's based on an actual article that of the person in the book that he wrote this article. So anyway, it
Jenna,
really
I think I mentioned it to you. I don't know why it popped into my mind about dying, but just life and how the universe works. And I think you might have said you saw it a while back. Alex, if you haven't seen it, there's an old movie that I just love. It's more about how the universe works and the timing and, happenstance of life. It's called Sliding Door.
yeah, with
With
Gwyneth
Gwyneth
Paltrow.
Paltrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've always loved that film.
Two of my favorites are, do you know Defending Your Life with Meryl Streep and Albert Brooks?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've seen it.
I love that movie, Defending Your Life, and another one with Robin Williams. That my brain just went to another movie, and that's not what it's called. It's called What Dreams May Come.
Yeah, that's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Do you ever see, and I'll preface it by saying I'm not a fan of many of Will Smith's movies like Wild Wild West and Men in Black or whatever, sci-fi, but he did a movie a while back that didn't get a lot of press that I recall, and I just watched it a couple months ago after 10 years or whatever, and it has to do with dying. It's called 7 Pounds.
7 Pounds. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Well, I'm going to be reading some poetry by a poet laureate from the Bay Area, or that I knew from the Bay Area tonight. I write songs. I'm not much of a poet, though I have done some haikus.
Well,
But
give yourself credit. You're certainly a lot better songwriter than I am a poet, so
I
you
don't
have
know
to do
what
both.
right? Both of you. See, this is what I like about like learning about people, because we don't know these things. Like, I didn't know Alex wrote poems. I know a whole other world about Alex, and I don't know you at all. So this is really cool. And that's
Even a little?
Well, a little bit, but like Alex and I have shared breath. We've shared oxygen in the
And
same
what else?
room for years. And,
Ah,
literally.
I know. I got you.
So
But
I love the fact that you two have connected as well.
Yeah.
Really cool.
He's got an infectious personality.
He does, and he's going to be back next Sunday.
Man, I
I
was
will.
thinking life couldn't get any better.
Stop it! You're making me blush.
And we can see it now that you've shaved off air.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because you did say you were
Right.
going to shave on air, but it's really fine that you didn't.
Well, I did. Lee made me feel guilty about
I think
shaving,
Lee's really good at that.
and
Yeah, it wasn't.
and I
serious.
made and I did make a promise.
Making people feel real guilt because it's not worth it. I just ignore them.
I I did make a promise though to Lee that I would shave something on air.
No,
So
not the
And just to
Brazilian.
keep-
No, tell me you didn't
A couple
decide.
weeks for your beard.
not the Brazilian, but
Kids,
hold on.
your eyebrows? No, don't do it. No!
Wait till Halloween.
He just shaved his eyebrow for you, Lee.
Oh my God!
For you.
Wow. Hold on, I gotta get some Kleenex.
I think I got it.
Why did you do that?
Because I made a promise.
I
You made me
love-
feel guilty because I shaved my head.
there's only
Why
one.
would
This
you
is your
listen
fault.
to me? I'm just some dude.
This is your fault. This is all you're doing.
There's
I know.
one person. Wait, I got to talk here. It's my show, Lee.
Yeah.
There's one person watching the show right now, but this show is going to go on to YouTube. I think this could be my biggest show ever.
So
Wow. So let's talk royalties.
I have a pretty pronounced brow, so it's still there.
Alex, you're so cool.
Should I shave the other one
Next week.
next week?
Oh,
You're gonna make me go a week like that.
it's your eyebrow. You have to do what you have to, whatever works for you. If that.
My-
Have you ever shaved
best friend-
eyebrows before?
I have.
You
Yeah.
have? And they grow back?
Yeah, they do. They do.
I have a friend whose sister has shaved half her head and her eyebrows, but then again, she's got a mental illness, so we'll skip
I
that.
shaved my head. I like my hair. I like shaved head.
Half a head.
Yeah, me too.
No. Shave it.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Why not?
Well,
feel like
kids,
feel like
I'm
my
glad
head
I
is
could
crooked now.
say hi to you, sort of.
It's not the show that I thought was going to happen today at all. That's all I'm going to say right now. But I'm super happy that you're both here.
Well, I'll be thinking about you both. Have a great day.
You too. What are you doing today, Lee?
I get my son this afternoon, so we'll probably go swimming.
Fine. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Take care, Lee.
Thanks for
Ciao,
being
ciao.
here.
Eyebrow.
Thanks for sharing your poems.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. I can't hang up on you. Oh no. I'm just going
Not
to turn it
dramatic anymore. People hanging up. That's what I was reading an article the other day that things that aren't dramatic anymore, and one of them was, you can't really hang up on someone anymore. You can't smash the phone down. You have to like hang up and then throw the phone. Hi, Lily and Pearl. Is it time to go outside? Yep. It's that time. She's my my pace car.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sure you'll shave it off today at some point.
Yeah, my best friend is going to be so mad that I shaved my eyebrow. She's going to be very upset.
Why? Well, you could, I have a friend that was she doesn't do it anymore. She's a skincare person. And I asked her once if she was as she was giving me a facial and maybe doing my eyebrow, I said, "So have you ever like had a bad thing happen?" And she said, "Oh yeah, I waxed off a woman's eyebrow once." And I go, "What did you say to her?" And she said the first thing I asked her was if she had an eyebrow pencil at home. So
That's great.
maybe your friend has an eyebrow pencil you can borrow.
Yeah, maybe. Last time I shaved my eyebrows, she got creative with phone editing, picture editing software, and so she was drawing curly cues on my eyebrows and
Oh,
big
so then
bushy ones and
you're fine. You'll have something.
one bar.
Oh
So
yeah, a unibrow.
right,
Super fun. Thank you, Alex.
yeah,
Thank you for
no
the poll.
worries,
I love
Jenna.
that. I'm going to go back and listen to it again.
I'll send you the version. I'll send you the text of it.
All right, cool. Well, we'll see you next Sunday.
Yes, most definitely would be an honor.
Next Sunday, Rob Morocco is watching. Rob, if you're just tuning in now, you need to watch the whole show. That's all I have to say. This show is a must see from the beginning.
There's an explanation for this. Trust me. There's an explanation for that.
But do you usually shave with shaving cream,
No, clippers.
clippers, and then you just shave away?
No, it's clippers, and then I just bought a rotary shaver to maintain
Oh.
the look. Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, I'll just get lazy, and in 2 weeks it'll be a shrub, and so I'll need to prune it back. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. But at least with the rotary shaver, I can maintain it. So
All right. Well, I hope she doesn't get too mad.
I'll record her reaction,
All right.
and then
Thanks, Alex. Alex Martinez.
all right.
I'm telling you, this show is going to be watched. This is going to be the top show.
Oh dear. Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, coming. It's not this Thursday. It's not until Thursday, August 19th is Coronaroki.
Coronaroki.
Yeah, you should come on and perform on Coronaroki sometime, except you're not awake at that time, so never mind.
Maybe I'll have to stay up, drink some
go.
coffee,
Yes.
take some no-dos.
I can have you be on first.
What, Thursdays?
Yeah,
Okay.
Thursday, August 19th. It's the third Thursday of the month.
I'll do.
You perform somehow. You could, poetry. If you're not there for Poetry Glam, you could do poetry or you could sing it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'll do my best.
Rob Morocco said he's going to watch the show for sure, and Alex is the best. Hi, Lillian.
Thank you, Rob. You are too, buddy.
Lillian's ready to go outside, and yesterday she wasn't feeling so well, so I need to get her out like stat.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Jenna.
Bye.
I'll see you next week. Bye.
Never know what's going to happen on 11/11 with Jenna, but it happens every day at 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. Eastern Time. I am here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. If you are watching from YouTube, hit the subscribe button, I guess, and then it lets you know. I'm still learning that stuff, but wow. Anybody have a letter? Of the 4 of you that are here, does anyone have one letter? If you have one letter, I will sing you a song with that letter. At least say goodbye with that letter. I know William's not here today, so there may not be a letter, and Julie's not here today. So those are my letter givers usually. But I'm just gonna sit here and then if I don't get a letter, I'm gonna pick a letter. But I know Rob Morocco's here. Thank you very much for being here. W. Whoa. Well, Rob Morocco, do 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 do. Wow, Morocco, I will sing a song to wish you a beautiful day, to stay safe and stay healthy and be nice. Though I don't think that's hard for you. I think that you are nice to everything and everyone, and even the birds and the squirrels. But I wish you wishful thoughts that come true, and a wondrous mouth of words to sing to. And Carol, wow, with her painting today, I'm really wondering what it's looking like. And I know it's right, because you are an absolute wondress of the world, and so are you. S will be tonight, that is oh so right. And with your heart, Morocco's 3 looks like a W turned upside down, but I hope that you have a whole day of beauty and a whole day of good food and a whole day of fun. And I'll see you tonight. See you later, really later, at 11 p.m. Wow, 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 wow. I love the W, and I really hope you love hard too. Real hard.